The Flash, issue 6, written by Joshua Williamson, and welcoming back Carmine Di Giandomenico on art, which was great because I have missed
Couldn't have
him.
been for a better issue. Yeah.
A welcome return for sure.
Now, on the one hand, the thing that happened in this issue, the big reveal, was exactly what we'd been saying the reveal was probably going to be since like issue 2, or probably even before that. But like I remember us saying it way back at the start. At the same time, though, I have no complaints because it was done flawlessly. That page where August turns into Godspeed and says, "I am Godspeed," that big splash page, beautiful. I'm in. I'm fine.
I'd rather have
makes
something
sense.
that makes sense than a twist for the sake of it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Okay,
Well,
go
I
ahead,
didn't
Tim.
see it like as I didn't predict it as early as you guys, but like definitely in this issue, I at some point like I saw it like coming like, oh yeah, there's a good chance that's
It was,
probably who it's gonna be. But
I think
sometimes it doesn't have to be surprising to be good though.
Yeah, I think Tim, it was the end of like, issue 2 or 3 when Godspeed like attacked like a group of people at the labs, and it was no one seen him though, but it was like August who told us about it.
Yep.
I think that was the
yeah,
moment where we all went, I bet it's him. Like, you know.
And that's the thing. That's what the well-told story is. It's stuff seated there that you can pick up on.
Yeah.
Unless it's meant to be one of those mysteries where it's like, oh no, double turn. But here, it's been there from the start. It matches his motivation, and also it makes sense why he didn't have a code name. You know.
It also makes sense that Godspeed was typically only going after, at least from my memory, criminals, homeless people. Like, he wasn't going after people who he thought were worthwhile members of society. If that makes sense. So
Speedsters not counting.
Yeah.
Because he went after the speedsters as well.
I mean, even the speedsters, was he not mainly going after the criminals?
He was just going after because he's absorbing their speed.
Yeah, but last issue he kind of showed up and attacked Mina and the
Ah,
others.
true.
Yeah.
Like all the people that are at that research.
I was
lab or
I was thinking of the homeless guy he attacks at the start of the issue. Because it's because one of the things he says
who it is.
when he's talking about everything, when he's like revealing himself as who he is, he mentions it's all these worthless people he's going after. So I was connecting the dots with that in my head, I think. But you're right, he has attacked people that aren't. Yeah.
I think it's just because he thinks that by taking their speed, he can do better.
Yeah.
For helping for getting rid of the other stuff.
We've seen so many speedster villains in the past, whether it's Professor Zoom or Hunter Zolomon Zoom during John's run. This one's different enough to stand out, and I like that.
Yeah, and he looks different. He's got a different motivation. He's not there to be the rival to the Flash. He just will be by happenstance because he has the opposite.
He essentially wants to be better than the Flash.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question for you guys. Because I haven't read like all the Flash stuff from previous New 52 and everything, but is there like a Professor Zoom in this like universe now, or
there's gonna have to be if they're keeping Flash canon because he's from the future, and maybe he hasn't shown up in a while, but he's there.
The only reason why I was kind of wondering is because I'm like, oh, are you really gonna have like if Godspeed becomes like a new kind of like big member of the rogue Flash's rogues and stuff, like are they gonna really have like if there's also Professor Zoom who's like another speedster that also knows like Barry's identity and stuff, like are they gonna have like two like speedster villains that
maybe they go out for beers?
Well, this is assuming, of course, that Godspeed makes it out of this arc.
Yeah.
That's true.
And also, the speedster villains tend to not hang out with the rogues. The rogues are the blue-collar tech
right, yeah, like
base guys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I didn't mean part of like the actual rogues. I just meant like the Flash's
Rogues
general
gallery.
enemy.
Yeah.
Gallery, gotcha.
No, I think. See, in the New 52, what was the Reverse Flash in the New 52? Remind me, Matt.
He was Thawne. That's when I stopped reading Venditti.
Right,
and he was putting together a team of like weird rogues.
Wasn't he like ending up on the Suicide Squad or something?
I don't remember.
So there's been an Eobard Thawne, but we've not had a Hunter Zolomon yet.
Okay.
No, because that was Iris's brother. That was Michael West. That was Zoom, who was literally a Reverse Flash, and that was from the Buccellato and Manipul run. Where the villain's issue is told backwards in reverse, which is great. Although he wasn't Zoom, he was Reverse Flash.
Okay.
Thawne was Professor Zoom.
Do you know what? I really hope they just wipe most of this New 52 bollocks away.
And that's what's great about. Well, we have Wally, right? So that's the one cool thing.
Yeah, Wally's cool. Yeah.
Second Wally West. Wally West. Well, from here on, I'll call him Wally West the second because he is the second.
Call him
Wally
New
West.
Wally. Just put an NU.
Or New Wally.
Yeah, New Wally.
So, so he stayed, but like, if they want to wipe all that away, that's fine.
They
Like
should.
we're talking.
Just do.
We're talking
proper...
about like the Batman continuity, and it's cool that it's there, and I like the Buccellato and Manipul run, but outside of Neil before Grodd, there's nothing that else sticks out.
Don't give me this weird New 52 crappy Reverse Flash. Give me proper Eobard Thawne. Give me proper Hunter Zolomon at some point. Just wipe it away.
I feel like we'll get there.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if by the end Professor Zoom shows up.
Yeah, even actually both of them, either of them could still show up, because if Flash and Wally can have memories before everyone else and can, put these pieces together, then it makes sense that Eobard Thawne from the original timeline might, show up at some point. Just like when Flashpoint happened, he knew what was going on. He was like, "Look at what you've done, Barry."
That'd be great too if they could tie it into Rebirth somehow, like maybe because of Wally make it through the time stream or the Speed Force or whatever. Like
the other
maybe
speedsters have a chance. Yeah.
That could be cool.
Yeah, I could see that.
So.
But back to this issue, we've been off on a bit of a tangent, and it's all Tim's fault because he asked the question. But no, I thought it was a solid issue. I thought it was good fun. I thought New Wally's reaction to Mina being in trouble, possibly being dead, was really good. Especially when they didn't know that he even knew her.
Yeah.
So it was quite a nice moment in that sense.
My favourite moment is actually a really small art detail. It's right at the start where Barry's going over everything. He's like going through all the case files and stuff, trying to figure out what's going on. And he's clearly like so intense and so into it, he hasn't even had time to shave.
Yeah.
Which obviously must take him, half a second?
Yeah. But he hasn't had half a second.
And he hasn't even wasted half a second to do something as simple as that. He's just committed everything to this.
And it's a really good point. You never really see Barry with a shadow on his face.
No.
Yeah.
But all right, so it would definitely be fast for him to shave, but then how fast does his hair grow?
I was just thinking that. It's a good question.
I don't know if I've ever brought that up.
Maybe this should be addressed.
Yeah.
These are the important questions that we need to know.
I don't care. It's like when Superman gets a beard. Cool. I don't care about the.
I just finished reading that Lois and Clark series, and I loved the Superman with a beard in that.
Oh yeah, Super Beard's great.
Cool. Just don't overthink it. It's fine.
Yeah.
With the Flash though, like, do we think Mina did get Crisised? Or I feel she's so big of a character she can't be gone that quick.
I feel like the way they've made her disappear without it being obvious that she's definitely dead makes me think she's alive.
Yeah.
But could go.
But I thought that was a nice touch with Barry realizing what could have happened because he's done that before.
Yeah.
So
no, that's good. So the last thing we should probably mention with the Flash though is the cliffhanger is that Godspeed and the Flash are fighting, and Godspeed reveals that he can go so fast that he can appear in two places at once, which actually ties nicely back to issue 1 when Barry was upset that he couldn't be in two places at once because he was trying to save multiple people and get multiple things done.
But I'm wondering, does Godspeed burn through the Speed Force if he absorbs it? Because Barry is like the not the Zen Master. That's Max Mercury, but he's like the master of the Speed Force, and can do all that stuff. So I'm wondering if like all of these talents come with a cost. Like, yeah, he can be in two places at once, but that's when he needs to reabsorb.
So it's like a temporary boost. So when he gets the speed, it's not like a permanent upgrade. It's just like.
And because Barry doesn't steal speed, that's why he can't be in two places at once, because he has more ethical uses for the Speed Force.
Yeah, don't drink in Speed Force, folks. I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Issue.
Yeah.
The more you know.